parang may nagkaroon ng time na nawala yung self-worth ko.
You know, you have to work to help your husband with the finances, to help prepare finances for your children for their future.
Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, pag age mo ng 35, wala na. Para kasing etsapuera ka na.
And it feels like hindi ko alam kung paano ko mag-gain yung confidence ko pag naging mom na sila. Parang nawawala na yung career path nila.
Kasi na-fed up ako sa sobrang traffic. So, papasok, dahil madaling araw, either mag-grab ako or mag-aangkas, which is malaki-laki yung expenses.
The time spent with your kids and family are far more important than any job title out there.
Nag-decide ako na maghanap ng online job at nakakuha nga ako. Sobrang saya ko talaga. Kaya tinulungan ko rin yung iba kong mga mommy friends at nagkaroon rin sila ng sarili nilang online job. Kaya doon ako na-inspire at nag-decide na simula ng Filipina home-based moms.
Fhmoms community was created for mothers, for single women, for women professionals and entrepreneurs, for women overseas Filipino workers, for differently abled women, and even for young at heart women. Fhmoms is a women community.
Nung nagsimula yung Fhmoms, hindi ko in-expect na ganito ka magiging malaki. Ngayon, meron na kaming more than 250,000 members nationwide. Dati, ang tingin ng mga tao sa amin, community lang. No? Ngayon, social enterprise na kami with different projects na tumutulong sa mga kababaihan.
We have free webinars about freelancing, entrepreneurship, parenting, and personal growth. We offer online short courses as well as mastery courses with trainers' 1-year support. We also run a scholarship program and an internship program. We also facilitate charity activities where we are joined by community members as volunteers. Job matching program is something they can also look forward to, as well as e-commerce program. And to celebrate motherhood, we also have online bootcamp for kids. We also have the computer rent-to-own program for members who need assistance in acquiring a computer set. Aspire to be a strong-willed, independent woman.
Mas gusto kong maging productive at saka naniniwala ako sa continuous learning.
Inspire other women.
Everyone was uplifting each other. Everyone was trying to help each other. In this world, you have to be more kind. You have to be more helpful because everyone is fighting their own battles, and you have to understand, you have to empathize, and that is what Fhmoms is doing with all the moms out there. Even if you're not a mom, you would feel welcome.
Empower each woman to be in their fullest potential.
And most importantly, Mommy MK and the team model humility and generosity. Talagang ito yung very evident, which impacted me the most. So it gave me the desire to share freely to others what I learned freely from the Fhmoms community. And I've always loved the community, the motive of the community, that is to change the world one mom at a time. Good job, Fhmoms.
Aspire, inspire, empower. Nothing is stronger than a community of women lifting each other up.
To be among women who have genuinely tried to help people. This is something that I feel passionately about, and then this is something that I saw in Fhmoms.
God is good. Kasi parang naturo sa akin to Fhmoms na pinakita sa akin na kahit nasa bahay ka, kahit nag-aalaga ka ng anak mo, it won't stop na dun ka lang. Yun lang yung pwede mong gawin.
Without this community, I'm not here in this situation. So, Fhmoms po yung nag-guide and nag-mold sa akin to be the best working at home mom I could ever be.
Ang pinakamalaking impact sa Fhmoms sa akin is their quote, which is moving forward, giving back. That's the very essence of Fhmoms eh.
That's what I like about this group kasi we encourage and inspire each other to keep dreaming, to chase our dreams. It's actually a big impact kasi if you are losing hope and wala ka ng gana and all, but because of this page, mapapasana all ka.
Dahil sa online job, natupad ko yung mga pangarap ko at Ang pinakapangarap ko na lang ay matupad yung pangarap ng lahat ng mga mommies. Huwag tayong titigil na abutin lahat ng mga pangarap natin, masipagan pa natin at huwag tayong susuko. Kaya kung feeling nyo hindi kayo techie, feeling nyo hindi pasok ang edad nyo para dito sa online freelancing, huwag nyong iisipin yon kasi sobrang daming opportunities ang pwedeng ibigay sa inyo online. At nandito ang Filipina home-based moms para suportahan kayo. Para sa mga naghahanap ng online job at gusto ring matuto pagdating sa online business, you can join Filipina Home-Based Moms Facebook group. My name is MK Bertulfo, CEO and founder of Filipina Home-Based Moms, and our goal is to change lives one mom at a time.
QBO? Cubo?
It actually just stands for Kubo, as in the Bahay Kubo. And yes, we do have our very own Bahay Kubo in our office.
Just like the Bahay Kubo, we stand for Bayanihan or teamwork. Kubo is a place where the community can come together to help ideas flourish, showcase Filipino innovation, and build great companies.
Filipino startups changing the world. That's our vision. We believe in building a globally competitive startup ecosystem right here in the Philippines. I mean, it's about time, isn't it?
But how do we do it? Let's ask Kubo President.
Kubo is the country's first venture at a physical space to help the startup ecosystem. It's a public-private sector partnership between JP Morgan Chase Foundation, Ideaspace Foundation, the Department of Trade and Industry, and the Department of Science and Technology.
Wait. Did you say public sector? The government? In the Philippines?
Yeah, and they're very supportive. We're proud to have them as a partner. We hope to inspire Filipinos to come and join and be part of this ecosystem. And we want to bring their dreams to reality. In the end, it's going to help themselves, it's going to help their employees, it will help this country.
What do we actually do?
Well, we do this, 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 and this. Whew, seriously? That was so tiring.
But you're missing one more thing. You also do this, the JP Morgan Incubation Program. Kubo picks the top startups from all over the Philippines to be part of the incubation program, where they will receive dedicated mentorship, advanced professional services, curated workshops, and assistance to exiting. External party involvements include government agencies, the Philippine Stock Exchange, and major investors. There's a potential for global exposure as well. Wow, we do a lot, don't we?
Yes, it's actually as simple as encourage collaboration, develop the community, and provide incubation. Oh gosh, we're so cute!
So, if you are interested to join our events or be part of any of our programs catered to startup development, all you have to do is
Sign up!
Sign up!
Sign up!
sign up.
Sign up!
And together,
Let's build
The Philippine
Startup Community!
host for tonight. Mommy Bonnie Factor is on a mission to have all companies place well-being on top of their priorities, especially the CEOs, the leaders. She's been leading since she was a child. Whenever there's a group that needs a leader, she has never shied away from responsibility. Her favorite leader is billionaire Ray Dalio. The way he can confidently be humble, transparent, honest, and at the same time intending to leave a legacy. People see leaders and look for someone who can tell them everything. The truth is, amazing leaders ask great questions. She's here to take leadership back and put the well-being of people front and center, including the well-being of the leader herself.
Welcome to Fhmoms Startup Month! Kamusta na kayo mga momshies? I'm Bonnie Factor, your Momcon host for tonight. Please comment down kung saan po kayo ngayon nanonood. Alright, so I will read the comments right now. Ayan, sabi ni Mommy May Aldemer, watching from Panabo City, Davao del Norte. Hi, Mommy May. Hello there. Sabi ni Mommy Joy Agbayani Ramos, good evening. Joining from Davao City. Oh, another from Davao. Wow, madami tayong taga Davao. Okay, and Mommy May Aldeber also. Mommy Isa watching from Hong Kong. Okay, kamusta ang Hong Kong ngayon? And sabi ni Mommy Maria Glenamel from Valenzuela. Mami Glenamel, taga dyan ako. I am born and raised for 20 years in Valenzuela. Okay, who else? Do we have two more comments and saying, ang sabi ni Mami Cyrene from Batangas. Ayan, kamusta? And parang nag-crave tuloy ako ng lomi. Ayan. Who else? Last, do we have one last? All right. Mami Shalane is from Tondo. Hi, Mami Shalane. Okay. So thank you sa lahat ng nanonood natin sa atin ngayon sa Facebook and YouTube channel ng Fhmoms. We're live on those two platforms in our Fhmoms channel and sa ating live din tayo sa ating Mompreneurs Club and Connected Women. Makakasama natin ngayon ng ating guest panelist from the tech startup industry para bigyan tayo ng idea why the business world needs more women leaders. So kilalanin natin sila by watching these videos.
Miss Kate Delos Reyes is the marketing head of Edamama. She transforms businesses through content. With a consultative approach, she helps organizations build strong content strategies and drive exceptional results. Her expertise in digital media and content was born out of working closely with agencies, brands, and media for more than 15 years. She's passionate about building teams that embody excellence, transparency, and collaboration. Mommy Ginger Arboleda is the COO of Taxumo, a tech company with a system that automates the computation, filing, and payment of taxes of self-employed individuals, professionals, and freelancers. She is the blogger behind MommyGinger.com. She's also the co-founder of a gaming guild called Team Arbo. All of her businesses revolve around the mission of helping entrepreneurs start their own businesses and help them sustain it. She has also been a speaker at various events where she talks about entrepreneurship, women empowerment, marketing, social media, and even mommyhood. In her free time, she loves playing NFT games, watching shows on Netflix, and productivity and finance videos on YouTube, and spending time with her family. Ms. Jocs Pantastico has over 15 years of marketing, business development, and finance across Southeast Asia for companies like Nielsen, Kantar, and Danone. Jocs returned to the Philippines 3 years ago and co-founded Olivia, an AI-enabled expense management app that allows users to scan receipts and dictate expenses. She also co-authored Money Quest, a new perspective on spending, saving, and investing, a personal finance book enhanced with augmented reality. Think Pokemon Go, but for a book. Olivia Technology Group Incorporated won the She Loves Tech Philippines startup pitch and represented the Philippines in the global competition. Jocs has an MBA from the University of Chicago Booth School of Business.
All right. Joining us here are Miss Kate, Head of Marketing of Edamama, Miss Ginger, COO and co-founder of Taxumo, and Miss Jocs, founder of Olivia Technology Group. Hello, women leaders. Hello, Kate. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Jocs. Kamusta na kayo?
Hi. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi
Kate.
there.
Ginger.
Hello.
Ayan. And bago tayo magpunta dun sa ating mga deep dive questions about startup, no? I want to introduce all of you, each of you, to our mommies. So can you tell us about more about your company and your initiatives? Let's start with Kate.
Thanks, Bonnie. Good evening again to sa lahat ng mga nanonood, sa mga mommies na nanonood sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo, apparently, no? Marami tayong mga OFW moms who are also watching. I'm Kate. I am the head of marketing at Edamama. I'm part of the founding team of this startup, which is a one-stop shop for moms and kids. So we launched Edamama, the e-commerce site, on Mother's Day of 2020. So kami ay pandemic baby, and so ilang taon na kami? More than 1.5 years old na kaming baby. Medyo toddler pandemic toddler na kami. But we have grown so much since then. Salamat sa suporta ng mga mommies natin who have come to trust and love the products and the services that Edamama provides.
Thank you, Mommy Kate. And let's go to Mommy Ginger.
Hi, good evening, Bonnie, Kate, Jocs, and to everyone watching. So I'm Mommy Ginger. I think some of you may know me because I blog a lot. So I write articles now in my blog. I also do like a few vlogs as well, and I post on social media. But I'm here because I'm representing our startup. So my startup is called Taxumo. So I'm one of the co-founders. I'm also the Chief Operations Officer of Taxumo. So what we do in Taxumo is we automate the computation, filing, and payment of taxes for small businesses, for freelancers like you, and like most of the moms who are watching, and for self-employed individuals, no, generally. So we launched this in way back in 2016. So we just, I think, 5 years na, no? 2016, syempre, no, math, tapos yun pa yung tinanong. So, yeah, so there. So, aside from that, I also have a gaming guild, as you heard, no, when they introduced us. So, it's called Team Arbo. So, what we do is we sponsor scholars for NFT games as well, and we go live when we play games. So I just recently gave birth, so very recent, just 2 weeks ago, and yeah, currently breastfeeding. So I'd love to share my thoughts and insights with all of the moms who are listening today.
Thank you, Ginge. And let's go to Mommy Jocs. Hi there, Mommy Jocs.
Hi. Good evening to everyone, and good evening to everyone who's watching. Yeah, from all over the Philippines and from all over the world. I'm really so happy na I'm spending this meaningful Saturday evening with all of you. And so I'm Jocs. I am the co-founder of Olivia, and what we do is expense management. And I'll talk a little bit more about it mamaya. But essentially, we have an app that allows people, whether you are a small business or a large organization, maraming employees, to scan receipts and then automatically generate an expense report. So we're really excited about being able to automate that part of, because expense reports are really a problem and nobody wants to do them. So that's what we are.
Thank you, Jocs. Okay, so sabi ng mga startup founder friends ko, women leaders din sila, pa-shoutout daw. Ayan, hi to Leia of Husay, Mac of Container Living PH, and si Cherry ng AI. Ang daming startup ni Cherry. Cherry, ano ba yung pangalan ng startup mo na ngayon? Ayan, pati si Ralph ng AI. Okay. So, nagpapahay sila, pa-shoutout daw. Akala niyo hindi ko suseryosohin na. Ayan, hi to my other startup founder friends. Ayan, sabi pa nga nila, kamukha daw ni Mami Kate si Casey Tandingan. Ayan, may mga comments pang ganyan yung
That's true. Oh, I don't know that you mentioned it.
Casey Tandingan daw si Mami Kate. Sabi ng mga startup founder friends ko. Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for that wonderful introduction about yourself and your company and your company's initiatives. And now we are going to go into, so ano nga ba itong startup na ito? Ano nga ba itong mundo na ginagalawan natin? What is it all about para sa ating mga mommies who wants to go into business, who wants to go into tech, and who is interested? And syempre, sisimula tayo dun from the very beginning, di ba? Parang, if I am a mom, and I am inspired to be a ginger, and I was, that's why I am now a startup founder, twice startup founder, Ginger Help Us, ayan, and I want to be a Mommy Jocs, ayan, I want to be a Mommy Kate din naman. So, if I'm inspired to be like you guys, ano nga ba? Paano ba mag-create ng tech venture or ng startup? What was the aha moment that made you decide to pursue your venture? So, I'll give this question to Mommy Jocs.
Hi, thanks, Bonnie. That's a really, really good question. So how does it all start, right? So for Olivia, when I was working in corporate, expense reports talagang kaaway ko yan. After mga meetings or mga out-of-town trips, I really hated having to gather the receipts, isa-sort mo by date, if a photocopy mo, magpe-paste ka pa sa A4 paper, and then i-input mo siya sa Excel spreadsheet. So palagi kong kaaway ang mga accounting department kasi late ang reports ko and hindi sila makapag-close ng monthly accounts sa company. So I thought to myself, wow, there must be an easier way to do this. So I researched mga expense management solutions and found na most of them ay hindi adapted para sa Asian receipts. So hindi nila nababasa yung mga receipts sa Philippines or other parts of Asia. At yung mga practices kasi palagi silang kailangan may credit card ka. So also, I found na marami palang employees and companies with the same problem na na-experience ko and my company. So that's when we decided to launch Olivia. Ngayon, ang learning doon is that identifying a pain point, that was a good start. But we launched Olivia after doing some research and finding out kung ano ba yung mga solutions na yung meron doon and can we make something better. That's one. And two, whether is there a big enough market with the same problem? And luckily, we found positive answers to those two. So the second part of the question is, if you're a mom, how do you create a startup? That's a really nice question. So begin with problems that you yourself are experiencing. Just as an example, there's a company called Hatch, and it's a fashionable maternity clothes startup. And it was launched kasi yung founder niya, when she was pregnant, hindi siya makahanap ng mga clothes that didn't make her look and feel like an elephant, yeah, when she was pregnant. So Hatch, the clothing line that she launched, has clothing ranges na hindi lang small, medium, and large or extra large. Kasi how demotivating I'm pregnant, I'm going to buy extra large simply because you're pregnant. So yung clothing ranges nila is meron pang first trimester, second trimester, or even for post pregnancy. Another example of pain point that a mom had is an app called Clementine. So it's a hypnotherapy app, and it was founded because yung founder niya, when she was on maternity leave, she suffered from a lot of anxiety and mga panic attacks, and she found the hypnotherapy yung nakatulong sa kanya. So she created Clementine to provide yung mga short and guided hypnotherapy sessions, and it helped her. It helped a lot of women build confidence, reduce stress, and improve their sleep even. So I guess the point of that story is that, start with your own pain. Look at your day-to-day challenges and explore mo, meron bang opportunity doon? Ano ba yung existing solutions, o pwede ka pang makapagawa ng mas maganda pang solution? And are there other people also experiencing the same problem? So to start, create a startup as a mom, you don't have to look very far.
Thank you, Mami Jocs. Ayan. So, syempre, as a mom, ito yung parating worry ng lahat, actually hindi lang mga moms, lahat ng mga nakakausap ko. Kung mag-create ng business or to create a business. If I'm going to leave my job right now, whether it's a freelancing job, a part-time job, or a full-time job, paano naman ako makakasigurado with certainty na kikita ako ng income dyan? Paano naman yung pamilya ko? Paano naman yung anak ko? Paano ko naman siya mapapakain? Diba? What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not successful? Ayan, yan yung isa sa mga takot ng lahat. Hindi lang moms to. Everyone who wants to be a startup founder, men or women alike, this is one of their fears. And so, that's why I love this question a lot. Kasi ito ang na-inspire ako kay Ginger. Ayan, yung tapang, yung courage talaga. Okay, and so, Mommy Ginge, ayan, sa'yo tong question na to. Kasi ikaw ang isa sa mga anak ko na napakatapang pagdating dito, di ba? So, how do you create an income as a startup?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're correct, no, Bonnie. A lot of people are really afraid to jump into this because as we all know, like starting a business or starting a startup, it's a big risk, diba? So nothing's really sure. So even if you have plans set in place, no one can say na ito magandang business to na pasukan or ito yung babagay sa'yo. So what you can do though is to mitigate the risk. So when I first built my first business, as some of you may know, my first business was Manila Workshop. So it was an events management company. I built it when I was actually pregnant again pregnant before, with my first child, and pinagsabay ko siya. And a lot of people were telling me, Ginge, are you sure? Because like with pregnancy comes like more responsibilities, more gastos, diba? And syempre, totoo naman, dun pa lang sa delivery, you will spend like hundreds of thousands for that. And I was letting go of a stable job, and it was really a really good stable job, which was in banking. So malaki yung sweldo, and I think I was on my way naman to being a leader in the organization. But what you can do is really mitigate the risk. So how do you mitigate the risk that is involved in starting a business? You make plans, no? So yung sinabi nga ni Jocs, you make projections. When she mentioned yung target addressable market, you just yes, you can start with your own pain or your own problems, no, when it comes to like creating a solution, but you have to look at the bigger picture as well, like how many people would actually pay for the service or the product that you're gonna give. So that's how you sort of like slowly develop the plan as well, like, and create projections, no? Doon mo malalaman if mukhang big enough yung market for me to fend for my, like, to sustain this business, or even to later on like fend for your daily needs. And when you get into it, just be sure that marami namang startup founders who start the startups but still have like a job, not a stable job on the side. So you don't have to let go. You don't have to let go of your stable job right away. But what you need to do is sort of validate, no? Kailangan talaga, you have to validate, you have to check if there are paying customers who are willing to subscribe to your service or your product. So planning is really essential. And planning, when it comes to planning, tayong most of us, no, like most of us, nandiyan naman na naisip natin yung plano, pero hindi natin sinusulat yung plano. So what we can do is really write it down, because when you drop it somewhere, like when you write it on paper, when you type it on your computer, it just makes it more real. So that's when you now sort of figure out like what are the barriers later on that you can possibly encounter. So yun yung nilalagay mo, no, sa mga plans mo. So yeah, it's more of really mitigating the risk. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, why are you doing this? I think this paulit-ulit ang sinasabi, no, like the reasons why you're doing something is very important, but people don't realize that it is that, it is the reason why that will keep you going at the end of the day. Yeah, so ganun, no? So it's planning, knowing your whys, and yeah, writing it down, so, and iterating it and improving it as you go on.
Thank you, Mommy Ginge. Nag-notes down, nag-take notes talaga ako. Oo. Ayan, may notes ako. No?
Yes.
Ayan. So, ayan. Kasi si Mommy Ginge ang aking mentor. So, twice startup founder. And nagkalakas loob ako. It was also under Manila Workshop that we first began.
Yes.
And then si Mommy Ginge yung nagsabi sa amin na, sumali kayo sa idea space, and we did, and we entered and we won. So
yeah, kasi diba, Bonnie, like parang you won't really know if it's for you or if it's working if you don't try it out, diba? If you don't take a step forward.
Agree. Ayan, tuloy. 4 years.
Yes.
4 years into. Andito pa din ako. Ayan.
Yes,
and
nice.
It's a good experience. So, thank you, Mommy Ginge. Malaking bagay yon. So, moms mitigate the risk and write the plans. I'm just summarizing it for you and for me as well. Know your whys, because babalikan mo itong mga why na ito. Pag nahihirapan ka na, pag inisip mo na, bakit ko nga ba ginagawa to?
Yes.
Ito yung mga whys mo. Okay, so syempre, ito naman yung next question ko, no? Kasi also, syempre, katulad namin, may client kami. Pag nagkaroon ka na kasi ng isang client in the startup industry or kahit anong business, sinasabi nila, di ba, na, validated ka na. Ibig sabihin, merong isang tao or company or client na gusto ng product or service mo. So, ibig sabihin, kung mayroong isang tao or company or client na gusto ng product or service mo, na binibenta mo, that means that you can sell it to other people. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, may chance ka. May chance ka na this can be your income. So, syempre, nandun naman ako dun sa side na, kung meron nga kami isang client, syempre, ayaw naman namin na hanggang dun na lang, di ba? So, you're always thinking naman how to grow and scale. Ayan. Kaya napaka-perfect ng question na to. So, kung meron na akong isang client, thank you. We have one client. And how do I now grow and scale my company para naman ma-ensure ko na tuloy-tuloy, continuous yung aming growth. At saka hindi lang growth, syempre yung income din, di ba? So, and also to generate jobs. Kasi syempre, ang ating dream, 'di ba, is not just to provide for ourselves and our family. We are also going to provide jobs for other women like us. Ayan, other moms like us. 'Di ba mga mommies, napakagandang pangarap nun. Ayan, and so I will give that question, napaka-perfect nito kay Mommy Kate. Kasi yan ang kanyang work. Ayan ang kanyang work sa Edamama.
Thanks, Bonnie. Na-pressure naman ako sa and, so the question is, how do you grow, diba? How do you grow? How do you scale the business? I think itutuloy natin yung series na from finding your aha moment. It's really solving a problem that you yourself are encountering because you know the problem really well. That means you can develop the solution for it quite well kasi ikaw mismo yung customer. Then the other one that Ginger mentioned is you have an addressable market, meaning yung potential customers mo marami. Kasi kung kukunti lang, mahirap lumaki. So even before you start the business, you think of the potential for your business to grow by doing that. Is it a problem that a lot of people have? So that when you develop the solution, many people would benefit from it. Given that you check ka na dun sa dalawa, you have a problem big enough that you have a problem that is that many people have, and you have a solution for that. I think the next step is you define. So, diba in startup term, it's called the product market fit. You test your product, nakahanap ka ng customer, na validate mo yung idea mo, paano ka ngayon maghahanap. I think that's defining the product market fit, but I do believe that you also have to refine it every now and then, because that one customer that you got could be unique hindi siya madaling i-replicate. So maghahanap ka ng ibang customer na posibleng iba yung hinahanap nila, na kaya mo rin i-provide pero it's in a different form kumpara dun sa una mong customer. But also making sure that it is part of the portfolio for your business. Hindi naman yung sobrang naging chameleon na yung business mo. So that's one, you define and refine your product market fit. That means know yourself and your business really well, and you know your customers really well so that mahanapan mo siya ng match. And the next one is you experiment the different channels to promote your business. So kung ads ba yan, social media ba yan, is it online or offline? Will you be using influencer marketing? Will you work with different partners? Will you conduct webinars or events? So there are many different channels to promote your product. But you can test these ones. Siyempre, shortlist ka muna, di ba? Kung ano what would make the most sense for your business. But the most important part is monitoring the results. Because ang goal mo dito is hanapin mo kung ano yung channels, ano yung mga experiments that work well for your business, for your campaign, and then you do more of those things. You iterate, you change, you tweak your strategy a little bit to improve on it every time. So try ng try. Kung medyo maliit yung budget sa simula, then dun muna tayo sa low budget, marketing channels. Pwedeng organic lang muna, tas konting boosting ng posts, or you partner with like-minded businesses so that you grow the audience. So marami namang ways na hindi masyadong magastos. Pero kung may konting budget na, pwede kang mag-allocate ng a small percentage, depende sa business mo, and then that can be your guide. And para meron kang parang naka-allocate ka ng marketing budget every time to also grow your business. It's like an investment.
Ang galing. Ang dami ko natutunan. Thank you, Mommy Kate. So, natuwa ako dun sa channels, summarizing what I've learned from Mommy Kate pagdating sa Grow and Scale. So, what are other opportunities that you can create an income with for your business? Siyempre, yung one client mo might be different from another client that you will need to serve yung needs niya. So, dapat you will know kung ano ba yung kinikater mo, no? And hindi naman dapat lalayo dun sa business mo. Dapat andun ka pa rin dun sa profile ng business mo. I really like that. Oo nga naman. And thank you for that, Mommy Kate. Ayan. So, ngayon muna, we will take, ang dami ko natutunan, thank you ladies, para ako nag-workshop, no? We will now take a quick break for the meantime, and I will see you later. Alright. Well, na-inspire ako. Actually, matagal na akong inspired kay Mommy Ginger. Like I shared with you guys, no? Si Mommy Ginger ang nag-inspire sa akin to be in the startup world. And she also helped me, no, as a mentor to be in the startup world. And nakilala ko nga si Mommy MK dyan sa startup world. Ayan. So, nakaka-inspire sila, di ba? So, kung na-inspire din kayo, katulad ko, kay Mommy Ginger, kay Mommy Kate, as a marketing Grow and Scale, at kay Mommy Jocs, na who turned her pain, the problem that she has, into a business, into a startup, into a tech venture, comment kayo sa ating comment box, no? Yes, right? And para sa ating mga mompreneurs dyan, ayan, may naiisip ba kayo na tech for the moms in e-commerce, moms who are selling right now, para matanong natin sila sa ating question and answer part, sa ating Q&A. Magbabalik tayo pagkatapos ng ilang videos tungkol sa mga business ng ating panelists. So please comment down your questions para sa ating mga guest panelists. And we will see you in a bit.
Edamama covers everything: toys, clothes, classes, gifts, great deals, and many more.
Their team is made up of moms just like me,
making this mama feel confident every time she checks out. I love Edamama.
Freelancing or running your own business is not all fun and games the way most people make it out to be. It's not just about working at home, in coffee shops, or having all that time in your hands. Sure, you are your own boss, but this also entails taking charge of your own health insurance, making voluntary contributions to SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Then there's taxes. Like employees, the self-employed are required to register with BIR for tax filing. When you apply for a tourist visa, loans for housing and cars, or even a credit card, one of the usual requirements is an income tax return, or ITR. Diligently keeping track of your taxes saves you from more problems in the long run. And perhaps it's time to check out Taxumo. It lets freelancers, business owners, and self-employed professionals file taxes online in minutes. That way, you can focus more on your passion and stop worrying on taxes. Sign up with us at www.taxumo.com.
Are expense reports a source of tension between employees and accounting departments? Are you missing out on input VAT credits due to unsubmitted or non-compliant expense reports? Finally, are employees just giving up and paying for company expenses themselves because the reimbursement and liquidation process is too tedious? All these are due to the time employees must take to gather receipts and file the expense report with the proper supporting documents. Then more time for your accounts team to check and verify the expense claims. Olivia Biz is an expense management app that simplifies this process by eliminating the need for manual encoding. For employees, creating an expense report is as simple as taking a photo of the receipt. For accounting departments, checking an expense item is as convenient as clicking on the link to access the image of the receipt in the cloud. Our patent-pending lip technology extracts information from the receipts and autofills expense fields including merchant name, amount, and TIN number. The app also auto-categorizes expenses to save employees time and reduce errors. Reports and outputs can be customized to the ERP or accounting software platform you are using. With Olivia Biz, save your company time and money and allow employees to focus on what they are good at. Schedule a demo with our customer success lead at hi@olivia.ph.
Welcome back to Fhmoms Startup Month, and now joining us here tonight as our Q&A and game moderator is Miss Ruth Valera. Let's watch this video.
Our Q&A and game moderator with a voice like no other, Mommy Ruth Valera started to host events by volunteering herself to family and friends. She then decided to improve her skills by attending various workshops on hosting and dubbing. In 2016, she eventually offered her services to the public by launching Ruth the Voice Artist. Aside from hosting events such as weddings, birthdays, and corporate gatherings, she is also a dubbing and voice-over talent. Some of her projects are Loud House, Anohana, and the Asterisk War. In 2020, she won as the first DJ in Fhmoms DJ Hunt Radio. Since then, Fhmoms has given her several events, which allowed Mommy Ruth, ang raketera host ng Marikina, engage with celebrity moms and guest speakers.
Hello, mga Momshies and FH Titas! Once again, good evening to our third day ng Momcon na I am Mommy Ruth and I will be your Q&A and game moderator, Momshies. So, syempre, before we invite once again our panelists here on stream, I'd like to ask you to follow our format. Ayan. Follow nyo lang po yung format natin. The name of our panelists, space your question para sa kanya. So, sa kanila, para naman we will be able to address your question to our specific guest panelist. Ayan. Kaya ma'am, go na, type in your questions. We would love to hear and read your questions kasi mamimili kami. And syempre, kapag naman napili namin ang inyong mga katanungan, of course, you'll get a prize mula sa ating mga generous sponsors. Again, Mom She's, this is now our third day in Momcon, kaya sana alam kong hindi kayo bumitiw mula sa day 1, day 2, and day 3. And until later, marami pa tayo mga pasabog. We have games. Kung nabitin kayo last time, marami pa tayong games ngayon. We will also have, ayan, okay, si Mami Jovelyn humadyaw talaga, oo. Ayan, hello sa inyo. Shout out po. Ayun, so again, I'd like to ask you, mga Momshies, ako din kanina, sabi ni Mami Bonnie, nagtitake down notes din siya. Ako din talaga nag-notes din ako kasi, gusto ko rin talagang yung parang aside from working, gusto ko rin go into businesses. Ayan. So, mahirap siya. Pero, di ba, nakakatuwa, we have this startup month kasi we get to be inspired, motivated by our speakers. Ayan. I think we have questions already for our panelists. Sige lang, go lang. Mag-ano lang kayo dyan. Sulat niyo lang, type in your questions. Ayan, paparamihin lang natin ng kaunti before we invite once again ang ating mga panelists here on stream. Yan. So live na live din po tayo on Facebook, YouTube, and syempre on Mompreneurs Club and Connected Women. Maraming salamat po for joining us on the third day of our Momcon. Okay, I think, sige Moms, go lang. Again, type in your question. You use the format, the guest name. Is it for Mommy Kate or for Mommy Jocs or for Mommy Ginger? Ayan. Space your question. Mamimili kami ng mga katanungan para po sa ating mga panelists. And now, I'd like to invite once again ang ating guest panelist. We have Miss Kate from Edamama, Miss Ginger from Taxumo, and Miss Jocs from Olivia PH. Ayan. Good evening po, mga mommies.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Mommy Ruth. I like your energy. Pwede bang, battle niyan?
Ayan, i-bluetooth na lang po namin sa inyo, Mami Jo. Okay. So, ayan. So, I'll be reading po, Mommy Kate, Mommy Jocs, and Mommy Ginger. Babasahin po namin yung questions mula po sa ating mga momshies. Marami po silang mga questions na pinapadala at comment sa atin. So, I'd like to read our first question. Para kaya kanino ito? Sige, let's see. Mula po kay Mami Tina Pascual for Miss Kate. Miss Kate, good evening po. Paano po ba malalaman if yung channel na yon is yun ang patok or dun lalago ang business na gusto po or makakatulong po mapalago?
Salamat sa tanong mo, Tina, no? It's a great question because mahirap siya sagutin. There's no single answer, there's no single channel na sure na magbibigay sa'yo ng growth for your business. Kaya kailangan talaga medyo mag-experiment ka. Pero sisimulan mo siya ipa-prioritize mo yung mga channels that make sense. So kung halimbawa, kung yung negosyo mo ay online-based, so syempre hindi ka magbe-billboard, di ba? Or magpo-poster kasi yung negosyo mo available siya online. So unahin mo yung online channels. Ano yung mga yon? Pwedeng on social media, meron yung mga social media ads. You can also partner with influencers. So yun yung ipa-prioritize mo na channels. Ngayon naman, kung yung negosyo mo ay offline, pwede kang maghalo ng online and offline channels. Pero ang call to action mo or yung communication mo sa mga potential customers mo is to visit your shop. And ang maganda kasi ngayon sa pagdating sa advertisement, online ads, you can target. So if your business is in a specific location, I think meron tayong isang question based sa Visayas. Kung ang target market mo ay within your community, within the Visayas region, so kung silang gusto mong ma-target, pwede mo magawa yon using online ads.
Hey, thank you po, Miss Kate. Oo nga, no, ninotes ko yun kung saang channel. So yun, ma'am. Sana, Mami Tina, ay marami kang natutunan sa nasagot ni Miss Kate. Okay. Next question po tayo ay para naman kay Mami. Let's see, tingnan natin. Ayan. So, I would also suggest sa ating mga momshies, kapag po comment ng question niyo, better po sana na hindi Facebook user yung pangalan po niyo. Please don't forget to allow si StreamYard i-access yung Facebook account niyo para we will be able to see your names. Dahil isa yun sa requirement natin para namin kayo as our winner. Yan, sa Q&A. Okay. Next question tayo. Mula kay Mami Cheryl Chongson. For Mommy Ginger po, good evening po. Ano po yung effective way in convincing clients to avail of your services in Taxumo? Thank you po.
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. So it's more of a question siguro for me, no? I mean for the business for Taxumo. In Taxumo kasi we have different sets of users. So it really depends on ano yung behavior ng user when it comes to using the platform. So like what Kate said, there are different, wala talagang clear-cut ways. So what we did is we really experimented on different ways. We started obviously with content marketing because taxes are very complicated, diba? So when you want to avail of taxation as a service or as a software in this case, you really have to you start with researching about it, diba? So that's why we have a lot of content marketing strategies that we deployed ever since, like when we first started. So it really depends on the bucket, no? And it really depends on the segment that you're tapping. So we started with solopreneurs, so that's why we had that, no? Content marketing. We also run Facebook ads, Google ads, all of these things. And then now we're slowly getting into the segment where we cater to bigger businesses. So I think Jocs knows about this as well because we had certain conversations about this. So that one naman really depends. No, we're still like experimenting. We're still trying out different kinds of strategies. So yeah, so that's what worked for us. Pero just to share with you, like for Manila Workshops, which is a very different kind of business. It's events, diba? My other business is events, and it's not software. What happened was we got a lot of inquiries from Facebook ads because it's very lifestyle. It's something na pag nakita mo, you will basically subscribe agad, diba? Like if I had a workshop on, let's say, freelancing, so that's something of interest to people versus like if I saw something like how to pay your 1601C, let's say tax form. It's not something that everyone would grasp right away. So it really depends on like who your market is, what their behavior is when it comes to like dealing with your platform or service. That's it.
Thank you, Mommy Ginger. Parang gusto kong make ano ko dun, additional question. Katulad ko po ni isang freelancer, can I also avail the services of Taxumo kung sakali?
Yes, it's actually really for freelancers, solopreneurs. No, it's just recently that we're tapping bigger companies already, like corporations and partnerships. But it's really meant for small business owners and solopreneurs. That's why our experience, our user interface, and the user experience, it's very simple. It's simple enough for people to understand, like those people who are not very knowledgeable when it comes to accounting. So yeah,
Yes.
so talagang yan, perfect for those types of people.
Wow, nako, I'll definitely, ma'am, she said, you'll definitely, watch out for it. Mamaya, sasabihin din ng ating mga mom, she's ang kanilang mga social media accounts so that you'll be able to follow them and get to know their services as well. Okay, I think my next question is for Mommy Jocs. Okay, medyo mahaba-haba yung question niya, Mommy Jocs, ha? How did you bring, okay, mula kay Facebook user, please comment down kung anong pangalan mo so that we'll take note of your name, ha? Okay, Mommy Jocs, how did you bring Olivia Biz to life? What were the initial steps you took after you determined that you're giving the startup business a go? Who did you have to partner with, if any, and the likes? Wow. Pinagsama-sama na po
Wow.
mga question.
Very deep question. And yeah, it's long. How did we bring Olivia Biz to life? Yeah. Well, it wasn't definitely, I didn't do it all by myself. We had a lot of help from, I have co-founders. I have a co-founder na more financial. I also had a co-founder. I had to look for a co-founder na tech kasi we are a tech platform and mobile app development. So I think with tech companies, that's a little bit of a challenge kasi finding a tech co-founder is really important kasi mahirap mag-outsource ng mobile app development or web app development. So we had to take on a co-founder. Luckily, we have one. And so first, how did we make it come to life is really finding the right co-founders. And in any business, startup, whether tech or non-tech, it's really important that to get to bring your business to life, you find the right co-founders who, one, you know, like-minded, share your vision, and two, makakasundo mo. because you need to know, sabi nga nila, finding a startup co-founder is almost like finding a life partner. So you need to be able to work with that person kasi hindi lang weekdays 9 to 5 yung interaction nyo eh. Talagang 24/7, walang weekend pag nagtatayo ka ng business, di ba? So kailangan maghanap ka ng partners and co-founders na you really who believes and who believes in your work ethic, believes in your vision, and who has complementary skills. So hindi kayo pare-pareho ng talents kasi kung palagi kayong marketing, sino yung magbe-build ng product? Or kung product kayo lahat or tech kayo lahat, sino naman yung magma-market? So make sure na yung team nyo is complementary. And I think yung second part ng question is what partnership. So that's a good point. So kasi related din yan sa what Kate and Ginger were talking about, and that's about how do you grow and scale. And it's also really about partnership. So kasi Olivia is about expense management. So napapartner kami with a lot of mga accounting firms. And that's one of our growth strategies. Kasi rather than approach each company individually, which we also do, but a lot of our users, or what we call leads, come from mga accounting companies kasi sila yung nagre-recommend sa clients nila. So yes, finding the right partners for yung target mo and finding the right partners and co-founders and team members, that is really going to be important to bring your business or your startup to life.
Thank you po, Miss Jocs. This one, my final question para sa ating panelists. This question is for everyone. Any message or tips niyo po for all the aspiring business owners in the tech industry on how they can grow their business? So I'll start first with Miss Kate. Mommy Kate.
Hindi ako ready. Pero siguro yung tip na mabibigay ko is to echo what Jocs mentioned. The founding team is very, very important because it's very hard to do it on your own, and you need to find a team with a different skill set than yourself because yun nga, hindi pwedeng pare-pareho kayo. And I guess starting up is not easy. It's very, very difficult na magtayo ka ng sarili mong negosyo. So you really have to make sure that gusto mo siya, di ba? Finding your why. Because when the going gets tough, yun yung babalikan mo and dun ka kakapit. Why are you doing it in the first place? And also, ito siguro medyo madali for moms na magtayo ng negosyo at magpalago ng negosyo kasi kailangan very agile tayo, yung ready tayong mag-decide na mabilis or magbago ng strategy natin na mabilis. Kasi kung mabagal, tapos pag-isipan pa natin ng masyadong matagal, mauunahan na tayo ng kalaban. So yun yung importante sa pag-startup, which is we really have to be agile and ready to pivot. Yun yung mga startup terms na naririnig natin na siguro. Because kailangan handa tayong magbago at mag-respond sa pangangailangan ng potential customers natin. And that, I think, is what would make our business grow.
Thank you po, Ms. Kate. Now we have Mommy Ginger. Mommy Ginger, your message or tips for all the aspiring business owners in the tech industry. Parang may nabasa nga ako kanina na how to be you daw po, handling your business and how to... Syempre, tama po ba ako? Congratulations kasi meron po kayong... you are newly delivered with a baby girl po.
Baby girl. Again.
Yes, baby girl. Para meron din question dito na how to be you po, how do you manage your time? Any tips po sa mga aspiring business owners?
Okay, I'll start with the first question now, like growing the business. I think what really helped me a lot was clarity. Like when you say you want to grow or you want to scale your business, where do you want to take it? Ask yourself, no, is it, do you want to take it like to basically, do you want to have like a few customers and you're good with that, or do you want to go global, no? And yun yung dream mo. So parang I think each one's journey kasi is different from each other, diba? So, like, it's so funny nga because lahat ng parang most of the people in this industry like want to be a unicorn, diba? Earning 1 billion US dollars, no? So, yun yung dream ng karamihan. But that's not necessarily the dream of people who are successful. You may be successful just having like a few clients already and you're happy with that, and that's fine, no? So I think what I'm pointing to is really like be clear on what you want for yourself. And in terms of growing, also grow yourself also when you're growing the business. Don't forget yourself, no? I think I've become really mature when it comes to like handling businesses because of this journey that I had with the startup in the startup world. And I think one of the things that I've learned is really self-awareness is key. So I've learned a lot about myself in dealing with like huge challenges, dealing with people in the company, dealing with the big decisions, no? So yun, don't forget to enjoy and grow also as a person. In terms of managing naman the business, and managing a lot of things, no, like simultaneously, uh, probably don't pressure. It goes along with what I previously mentioned, nga, that enjoy the journey. To enjoy the journey, don't pressure yourself too much. I think I've mentioned this in a lot of times, no, in different events. Na it's really about juggling. You can't have that perfect balance between your personal life and your startup life or your life in business, no? So it's really a struggle and a day-to-day time. Parang day-to-day you manage your time. Yeah, so mostly that, no, just enjoy, don't stress yourself, don't pressure yourself too much when it comes to like this business. And yeah, a lot of things is really like the barriers that you encounter. These are like most of that are limiting beliefs, no? Like you tell yourself na hindi mo kaya when actually kaya mo naman talaga. It's just that you need to take a step forward. Kahit na maliit na step lang yan every day, you're gonna get there eventually. Yeah, so there, clarity, self-awareness is a big thing in this industry, and also, yeah, just enjoy.
Thank you po, Mommy Ginger. And now we have Miss Jocs. Ma'am, any message or tips po for all the aspiring business owners in the tech industry? Paano po nila kaya mag-grow ang kanilang business?
Yeah, I really agree with Kate and Ginger about the team, about clarity, because it makes a lot of difference. So the only thing na ma-add ko doon is really, and from personal experience, what has really yung learning ko is the one of the most important tips to grow is to not be afraid to ask for help. Kasi, running a business and especially a startup and a tech startup and being a woman in a tech startup or in business is not easy. Embarrassing story to, but 2 or 3 years ago when I first started, I didn't know. People around me kept on mentioning things like UI, UX, full stack. So nadala ako ng nod kasi nakakahiya naman na i-admit na hindi ko alam what that means. But the more na nag-deny ako na okay, alam ko yan, the harder it got. So don't be afraid. So I finally asked someone, hey, can you explain to me what is full stack ba talaga? What is the difference between UX and UI? So don't be afraid to ask for help. Asking for help doesn't mean that it's a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a sign that you know yourself, as Ginger said, getting to know know yourself and what you really want. So asking for help doesn't mean that you don't. You're dumb or stupid or you're weak. In fact, asking for help means that you have the strength and humility to admit that there are some things that you don't know, and you're really fortunate to be in a community like Fhmoms. So join communities, join incubators, join like-minded groups of people, and ask for help. pakapala na talaga. When you're in business and when you're in a startup environment, reach out. Don't hesitate to message them on LinkedIn, on Facebook. And every time I ask for help, I always reach out to Ginger. And now I'm going to reach out to Kate also. And MK, palagi kaming magka-message niyan. Every time I ask for help, this community has never failed me. So just ask lang. Ask and you shall receive, as I always say.
Amen. Thank you po, Mommy Jocs. And now, I'll be inviting once again Mommy Bonnie. I think she'll be presenting the certificate of appreciation sa ating guest panelist. Mommy Bonnie, the floor is
Thank you, Mommy Ruth. Ayan, I was on mute. Ayan, ang ating, ang ating pandemic normal. Yung nagsasalita ka, tapos hindi nakamute ka pala. Ayan. Thank you, Mommy Ruth. Thank you for your high energy. Ayan, na-boost mo kami. Ayan, maraming salamat. At thank you sa ating mga mom techpreneurs, ang ating mga mom tech founders. Ayan. And we are now awarding our certificate of appreciation to our guest panelists. Our first certificate of appreciation goes to Mommy Kate Delos Reyes. And Mommy Kate, our certificate of appreciation for being one of our guest speakers in Fhmoms Startup Month. We are grateful, acknowledging and sincerely appreciating you for taking part in our event, given this month of October 2021 by Filipino home-based moms Kubo and Startup Pinay, signed by Ms. Maria Corina M.K. Bertulfo, CEO and founder of Fhmoms, and Ms. Dave Del Rosario. I think that's a Mr. That's Dave, because kilala ko si Dave. Hi, Dave. A program head of community and ecosystem of Kubo Innovation. Ayan. Thank you, Mommy Kate. And Mommy Kate, please invite our moms to follow you and Edamama's official account on social media. And please feel free to share if you have upcoming events.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. Salamat sa pag-imbita. Salamat sa Fhmoms at sa Kubo for having us in this wonderful talk. Yes, I'd like to invite the moms who are watching, and kahit yung mga dads, kasi ang Edamama naman ay for, kahit na may mama sa pangalan, marami kaming Edapapas na, na customers. We'd like to invite you to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and we also have a Viber community. At magkakaroon na rin kami ng TikTok because nandun na ang mga customers natin. So please follow us at edamama.ph, and also, that's where we share a lot of content on parenting and also announce special events and special promos. And please don't forget to download our Fresh na mobile app from Google Play and the Apple App Store. And we have a special gift for our viewers tonight. So when you shop at Edamama, you'll get 250 pesos off with free shipping for a minimum spend of 1,000 pesos. Just use the code Fhmoms Startup upon checkout. So I hope you enjoy this special gift from Edamama, and hope to see you at our Christmas events in the coming weeks. May pa-teaser pa ako.
Very nice. Thank you for the code, for the discount code, Mommy Kate. Ayan, mga momshies, meron tayong mga discount code for Edamama. And thank you, Mommy Kate, again. And I will now award our next certificate to Mommy Ginger. Ayan. The certificate of appreciation is awarded to Ms. Ginger Arboleda for being one of our inspiring guest speakers in Fhmoms Startup Month. In our grateful acknowledgement and sincere appreciation for you taking part in our event, given this October 2021 by Filipino home-based moms Kubo and Startup Pinay, signed by Ms. Maria Corina M.K. Bertulfo, CEO and founder of Fhmoms Inc., and Dave Del Rosario, Program Head of Community and Ecosystem of Kubo Innovation. Ginge, hello. Please invite our moms to follow you on your social media and Taxumo's official social media accounts. And please feel free to share if you have upcoming events.
Yeah, so thank you so much, FH Moms, kay Mommy MK, Bonnie, and of course, Mommy Ruth, no, for inviting me, and also Kubo, no. So thank you so much to Kubo and the team. So for Taxumo, all you need to do is look for Taxumo on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and yes, may TikTok na kami just recently. So I know that taxes is like a complicated aspect of starting a business or freelancing career, or even as a content creator, especially now, no, a lot of content creators are sort of starting their own professions, not this during this pandemic, kasi yung accessible nga ang social media sa ating lahat. So don't worry, we're here to help you. If you don't understand like taxation in the Philippines, all you need to do is go to our website taxumo.com, and then there's this chat box there, and you can chat with us kung may questions kayo on how, when, why we should pay taxes. Yan, sasagutin namin yan lahat. And for my own personal accounts, I talk about business, I talk about finance, and on Facebook. So I'm Mommy Ginger on Facebook. I am on TikTok as well, Ginger Arboleda TV, where I talk about finances and personal finance in general, no. And then I'm also on Instagram, Ginger Arboleda, and on YouTube as GTV naman. So there, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mommy Ginge. Ayan. And I will now award our last certificate of appreciation to Mommy Jocs. The certificate of appreciation is awarded to Miss Jocs Pantastico. Ang ganda ng surname ni Jocs, ano? For being one of our guest speakers in Fhmoms Startup Month. In grateful acknowledgement and sincere appreciation for taking part in our event, given this October 2021 by Filipina home-based moms, Kubo and Startup Pinay. Signed by Miss Maria Corina M.K. Bertufo, CEO and founder of Fhmoms, and Dave Del Rosario, Program Head of Community and Ecosystem of Kubo Innovation. Hi, Mommy Jocs! Please invite our moms and momshies to follow you on your social media account and in Olivia's official social media account. And please feel free to share if you have upcoming events.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. And it has been a real pleasure. This is one of the best Saturday evenings that I've spent. And thank you so much, MK, Fhmoms, Kubo, Startup Pinay, for organizing this event. It's really, really valuable. Women helping other women. And yes, you can find us at, Jocs Pantastico. You can ask me anything about entrepreneurship, tech, startups, and also you can follow Olivia. Olivia.app is on Facebook, where you'll see demos of the Olivia Biz app, and also the oliviaapp.com. And if you download the app, all you guys out there, moms, even if you don't have a business or meron kang single business na nagsasell ka sa social media, you can use the app 14 days for free. Just scan mo lang yung receipts and it will automatically generate an Excel report for you. So hindi na kailangan kang mag-enter or magsulat sa notebook. So for 14 days, you have free access to the Olivia Biz app. And events, wala kami masyadong events, but we do have a lot of videos, demos, and tutorials on our Facebook page. And also the Money Quest book. If you guys are interested, you can also find out more about it at Jocs Pantastico on FB and Instagram.
Thank you, Mommy Jocs. And now we invite everyone, Mommy Kate and Ginger, and we will have our group photo. Ayan. Let's do it! Ready na ba kayo mag-screenshot? Ganito na ngayon, ano? Okay. May waki pa ba? Okay. So, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Smile! Yay! I have one. All right. Thank you, FH Moms, and to our guest panelists. And mga mamshis, we will have a quick, short break, and let's watch these videos. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors and event partners. For our event partners, Kubo and Startup Pinay, media partners, The Asian Parent, The New Channel, and Blogapalooza. Our community partners, Connected Women and Mompreneurs Club PH. And our giveaway sponsors, House Learning Online, Happy Kaboodle, and Carti DM. All right. And now, joining us again para sa ating much-awaited game, I see Mommy Ruth. Mommy Ruth!
Hi,
Hello
Mommy Bonnie! Hello! Yes, so...
Okay.
Ang saya nyo, ang dami. Oo. Ako rin actually, nag-enjoy ako. Nag-notes din ako, kagaya mo.
Oo
Sabi
nga.
ko, ay.
Mga notes natin, no?
Oo,
Oo, kasi very,
nakakatuwa.
naman talaga sila, very inspiring. Yun nga yung sabi ni Ginger na yung self-awareness is key. Ay nako, araw-araw ko yan na na everyday moments ko yan, everyday. Yung where I want to be and where I am at this moment, ayan. And who I want to be and who I am at this moment. Yan, parang yung grandiose dreams ko, pinost ko nga yan sa Facebook today eh. Yung grandiose dreams ko, who I want to be and who I am at this moment. Ganyan kasi sila, di ba? So, dapat bigyan mo yung sarili mo ng, di ba sabi ni Ginger, ni Mami Ginger, huwag kang pa-pressure, no? So, dapat bigyan mo yung sarili mo ng self-compassion na ito ka, andito ka ngayon. Self-awareness is key. So, ayun, every day and every moment, self-compassion and a lifetime of self-awareness yan. Na ano ba yung mga kailangan kong gawin to be who I want to be. Ayan, Mami Ruth, di ba?
Oh, nako. Mami Bonnie, thank you ha. Gusto ko tong everyday remind yourself about who you want to be and where you are right now and where you want to be. Sige nga, ipa-follow ko din po yan.
Thank you, Mami Ruth. Ang saya ko naman na nasa isang tayo, na nakaganyan tayo. No?
Oo, ano.
Kasi parang ngayon lang tayo nagkita kasi di ba sila yung mga panels kanina, tapos nagpapalitan tayo. Tapos ngayon lang tayo nasa isang
screen. Oo, totoo yan. Kaya nakakatuwa din. Thank you, Mami Bonnie, for for having us tonight, for having you with us tonight. Kasi syempre, ang mga momshies natin, alam mo, very excited na rin. Ang dami nilang natutunan. Ang dami nilang takeaways din tonight. At saka, syempre, excited na rin sila sa mga pag-games natin ngayong araw na ito.
Let's go for the games!
Yeah, let's go!
Magpapag-games pala tayong dalawa. Ayan, game na game. Okay.
Yes. Pero syempre, alam mo, Mami Bonnie napakasimple lang nitong mechanics ng ating game. Kasi nililook forward talaga to ng mga momshies natin every Saturday kasi yung Momcon natin. So, just like before, meron tayong ifa-flash sa screen na hulaan nila. Pwede itong words, pwede siyang logos or elements at picture. So, kung kayo ay nakatutok simula day 1, day 2 hanggang day 3, ako, I'm sure alam ninyo ang sagot sa aming pahuhulaan. Tapos, i-comment lang nila, Mami Bonnie, yung kanilang yung kanilang sagot sa comment box at si comment moderator na ang mamimili randomly kung sino ang winner. So, ifa-flash yun sa screen ang winner natin ngayon sa ating mga games.
Okay. So, tama ba, Mami Ruth? Pinakaunang makakakuha ng tamang sagot ay ifa-flash ang pangalan sa screen.
Yes, oo. Or pwede rin po siya, Mami, na randomly kung if ever man po kunyaring walang nakakuha din sa from the very start, ganyan. So, depende po kay comment moderator na. Nasa kamay na ni comment moderator yung kapalaran ng mga momshies natin. Pero yun nga, one winner lamang tayo per game. Ayan.
Alright. O sige, uulitin pa ba natin yung mechanics or game na ba tayo?
Oo, game na ba kayo mga parang yes na yung type nila, parang ready na. Alam mo, Mami Bonnie, yung mga momshies natin, mga competitive ang mga ito eh. Kaya kahit pahirapan natin yung brain cells, sila talagang makukuha nila. So, ayan. I think ready na sila, Mami Bonnie.
Ready na sila? Okay.
Oo, game na.
Ready na ba kayo?
Yay!
And let's
ready,
go,
game na po kami. Yes. Okay. Mami Bonnie, i-flash na natin yung first picture. Okay lang? Okay. Let's guess the startup. Okay. Flash na natin yan. Ang picture. Ayan. So, we are looking for, Mami Bonnie, ng 2 answers.
Ako, alam ko yan. Sige. Oo, alam ko yan.
Naku, ano kaya yan? Momshies, dapat dalawa po yung sagot ha. Kasi dalawang logo yan. Guess the startup logos. Ayan. Yay! Ayan na. Parang meron ng winner yata, Mami Bonnie.
Ah, talaga? Okay.
Oo, parang meron na kaya lang ipa-flash yata, ipa-flash ni. Okay, ayan!
Ang
Congrats!
ating winner, I see. Okay, yung answer muna. Ang ating
Yes.
answer ay si Kubo Innovation and Startup Pinay. This is our event and event partner. Ayan. So
Yes.
that's their logo. Kubo and Startup Pinay. All right. Our backstage moderators and moderators are saying something to us, ano? So Mami Ruth, before we proceed, let's have our backstage moderators and admins.
Oo nga. Oo. I-check daw muna pala nila, Mami Bonnie. Oo, dapat daw kumpleto.
Dapat kumpleto. Okay, so for the winner ito. So,
for the winner.
Momshies, sige. So, ganun daw po, dapat kumpleto pala yung sagot ninyo. Ayan. So, bago namin i-flash yung winner, meron pa daw audit. Ayan, nag-audit sila.
Nire-review pa daw po nila, Mami.
Validating the answers.
Ayan.
I love it. Okay. Ito na po ba ay ang ating mga backstage admins and moderators, we have the right winner na po ba? Baka po kasi kami Fhmoms, take it. Okay na daw. Okay na daw. Ay, baka kasi mas too Harvey tayo, di ba? Na kay Miss Philippines na ibinigay pa kay So, ayaw namin mas Steve Harvey ni Mami Ruth. Ayan. Okay, so okay na daw ito. Siya na daw ang winner.
Okay, congratulations to Mami Anli Calusa. Sige, Mami moderators, yung kaninang na-flash natin, Mami Bonnie, okay lang ba? Bibigyan na lang din natin ng prize kasi na-flash na rin natin yung kanyang pangalan. So, pa-note na lang din po sa ating nagno-note ng winners. Ayan. So, yung kaninang na-flash din ng ating moderator, may prize na din. Okay, congratulations. Kasi alam mo ba, Mami Bonnie, ma-share ko lang sa'yo, very, very quick lang. At ito pa ha, sa mga momshies natin, if you want to receive a certificate for our startup month, si Baby Boy, ayan na. Hello! Meron po tayong form. Oo, meron tayong form. We want to know your feedback on our Momcon event. Kaya ifa-flash po natin yan. So during our games and paraffle, we would like to ask you to answer our feedback form. And definitely, lahat po ng sasagot sa ating feedback form ay makaka-receive ng certificate mula po sa Fhmoms. Ayan. Can we flash it on screen kung ano yung form natin na dapat nilang fill upan? Okay. Ayan. So, kasi Mami Bonnie, we would like to syempre improve din kung paano pa mas mai-improve pa natin yung startup month ng Fhmoms. So talagang napakahalaga ng kanilang suggestions and comments. Ayan. So mamaya po hintayin lang natin na i-flash sa screen yung link. Ayan, ayun na po. bit.ly/momcon. So please let us know your opinion, your suggestion on how we can improve our Momcon event and the startup month as a whole. Ayan, mabilis lang yun, Ma'am Shiz, kasi bago matapos yung program, yung live natin tonight, ay i-close na po natin itong feedback form. Ayan. Yay!
Okay. Ayan. Thank you, Mami Ruth. Ayan. So, okay. Game na ba tayo, Mami Ruth, for the next guessing game natin? Okay, perfect.
Yes po. We're ready. Ayan.
Okay.
So, guess the startup logos. Parang ang dami nito Mami Bonnie. Parang 3 yung hinihingi natin na tamang sagot.
Oo, nahihirapan ako dun sa check. Oo.
Oo. Ayan. So, go na kayo, ma'am. I-review niyo na yung mga logos kung kanino kaya yan. Ayan. So, we are looking for 3 answers, Mami Bonnie. Ayan. At
Wow.
Mami Bonnie, alam mo ba na gusto ko
Yes.
pasalamatan yung mga giveaway sponsors natin. We have House Online. Yung mga natin kung gusto niyo pong matuto yung anak ninyo na magbasa at mag-math in less than or in 1 month or less, naku, i-enroll niyo na po sa House Learning Online. Kasi definitely, mag-e-enjoy po sila at mag-e-enjoy sila habang natututo. At meron din tayo yung Happy Kabudel. Ikaw ba, Mami Bonnie, nabubudol ka ba sa mga, yung mga home essentials, storage essentials, yan, nabubudol ka ba sa ganyan?
Oo, naku! Sobra! Ang dami kong home organizing na dapat mag-declutter muna ako. So, oo, puro KonMari ang ginagawa ko dahil dyan. Alam mo na, linis tayo ng linis.
Linis ang linis.
Oo.
Tapos nabubudol lang lagi, no? Kasi maraming 10-10, 9-9.
Oo, correct.
Oo. Dahil dyan, alam mo ba, Mami Bonnie, sa Happy Kabudel, meron po silang mga home kitchen essentials, coffee capsule holder, laundry cleaning. Kung anong hanap mo mga ma'am, sir, meron po sila. Pati itong personal wellness, organizer at storage, pati po pest control at pets, meron din po sila. Ayan. At isa naman nating sponsor, habang ito, naghahanap ang ating moderator ng winner. Yung isa naman nating sponsor, alam mo ba, Mami Bonnie, na syempre, di ba pandemic, nagkaroon ang mommy owner na ito ng anxiety attack. That is why she established her business and they are offering yung mga bud floral and fruit and mga tea. Ayan, so meron siya mga chamomile, lavender, kasi ito yung nakatulong talaga sa kanya, especially to fight yung insomnia and anxiety attack niya ngayong pandemic. Ayan, so nakakatuwa yung mga sponsors natin kasi they are also mga mommy members din sa FH Moms. Maraming salamat po. Ayan. Meron winner. Ayan.
Apo, so magbibigay na po tayo ng clue, Kasi parang napakahirap po nung check. Kahit ako po nahirapan doon. Oo. Sige, so yun po, ang clue po natin dun sa check, ang nagsisimula po siya sa letter V. Na feeling ko, Mami Ruf, hindi pa rin nila makuha. Baka kailangan na natin ibigay yung buong pangalan ng may check. Although, itong second, feeling ko makukuha nila yan. Oo. It starts with the letter D. Ayan. It is alam ko to it is a government agency. Ayan. O clue yun, mga mamshis, government agencies. Tapos, sabi makukuha daw yan kung nanood daw sila ng Day 1.
Day 1,
Continuation pala ito, sabi ng ating mga moderator at administrator. At yung third natin, community partner natin ito. So, ang pangalan niya ay CW.
Oo. Naku, alam na nila yan.
Ang sabi ng ating admins at the backstage, meron daw error. Ano po yung error para sa ating mga admins and moderators backstage? Ayan. Ano po yung...
Kasi yata parang nabalik.
So parang meron nagsagot, kaya lang mali lang yung isa. Ibigay na po natin siguro yung first one, baka yun yung yun yung nagkakamali sila, yung first na logo.
Oo. Diba? So kung talagang nag-stay sila at nanood sila nung day 1 pa lang, ay malalaman talaga nila, Mami Bonnie, no? Kung ano yung...
Ayan na, may abang-winner na Mami Ruf. Okay, sige, alright. So sabihin ko yung correct answer and then Mami Ruf, you share the name of the winner. Okay, sige. So, ang correct answers natin for our startup community logos na shinare natin ay yung may check ay virtualahan. Ayan. And then yung second ay DICT, that stands for Department of Information Communication Technologies. Ayan. And then, ang ating community partner, ayan, Connected Women. Alright.
Congratulations! Ang winner natin ay
si Ma'am Sheila Alolor. Ayan, Ma'am Sheila, congratulations for winning.
Yay! Okay. So, Mami Bonnie, pupunta na ako dun sa guess who naman. Ayan. Guess who. Okay. Or guess what. So, I think kailangan natin dito ay tatlong sagot. Tatlong sagot. Oo. So, sige. Pwede na ba nating i-flash ang picture? Ayan. Guess the startup logo. Naku. Kung kayo ay nanood at present nung day 2 ng Momcon last week, sila yung mga sila Mami Bonnie yung panelist natin. Ayan. Talaga namang ma-inspire ka kasi talaga COVID-proof business ika nga. Talagang nag-survive despite of the pandemic ang kanilang businesses. So again, kailangan po namin tatlong sagot. Dapat po kumpleto.
Ang alam ko, Ma'am Shiroof, yung third yan. Kabisado ko yung logo na yan. Yung dalawa hindi
Oh! Okay. Sige, tingnan natin, Mami, ha? Kasi yung
pangatlong logo alam ko,
Yung pangatlong logo. Ayan.
Yes.
Sa FB user natin ako, please. Dapat nakalagay yung pangalan ninyo para ma-count as valid.
Community partner pala natin yung first logo.
Yes.
Ay,
Nagbigay na tayo ng no? Sorry. Sorry
na sabi ng ating mga admins and moderators, okay lang pala.
Nabigla po kami. Kasi ganun po talaga pag...
sila sa akin. Ayan. Tawang-tawa sila.
Mami Bonnie, talagang pag madaldal talaga ng tayo, no? Ako naman, oo lang din ng oo. Ay, oo.
Sabi nyo, sabi nila, ayan, sabi nyo, okay lang naman, so pwede ko na, sabi nila, so pwede ko bang batiin yung may-ari ng logo 1? Kasi yun yung dapat na gagawin ko
Oo nga, mamaya, no, Mami Bonnie.
Ayan, sabi, wala pa daw nakasagot ng tama. Hindi pa daw complete answer sa logo 1. So, okay daw. Sige, pwede ko daw batiin. Ayan. Hi, Mami Lay. Ayan. Si Mami Lay, yung community partner natin for the first logo. She is the owner of that community. Si Mami Lay Ermitanio. Ayan. Clue na yun, Clue na yun. Tama ba? Nasasagot ba nila yung number 1? Okay. Check ko yung second logo. Yung second logo, gets ko na. Okay. Medyo mahirap na yung second logo. Pero yung third, may brand recall na sa akin. Ayan! Meron na tayo! Winner! And we would like to, so the correct answer muna. The correct answer is MOMpreneurs Club PH. That's the community by Mami Lay Ermitanio. And then Lily of the Valley, that's our second logo. At nako, sikat na to. Dati ko na tong kilala. 2013 pa when I gave birth to my son. Si Mother Nurture. And our winner is Mommy Janina Tuason. Congratulations, Mami Janina.
Yan, congratulations. Ayan. Ito, Mami Bonnie, this will be our final guess the startup picture na kailangan nilang hulaan. And we also need 3. Tatlo dapat yung answers nila. So, kailangan yung hulaan uli ang mga, I think, let's see, logos, I guess. Guess the startup logos. Ayan. Nako. kung kayo kanina ay talagang nag-observe at nakinig at nanood ako, madali niyo pong mas masasagot yan. So,
Ano nga, no?
Diba?
Oo nga. Napakadali nito. Parang ayoko na magbigay ng clue kasi pag nagbigay ko ng clue, alam na nila agad.
Yes. Oo. Alam na. Oo. Ayan.
Kasi
So,
sabi
dapat
mo nga, kung nanood sila talaga kanina, alam na nila agad.
totoo. Yan. So, I think madali lang sa mga momshies. May recall pa kanina yung mga answers.
Ayan! Okay. So, the correct answer is Edamama. Ang guest nga natin ay si Mommy Kate, Taxumo. Ang guest natin ay si Mommy Ginger at Olivia. Na ang guest natin ay si Mommy Jocs. Ayan. At ang ating winner ay si Momshi DK Falena Kalugay. Congratulations, Mommy DK Falena Kalugay. Ayan.
Congrats.
Mommy Ruth, ang sabi ng ating mga admins and moderators backstage, we are now closing. Is that the feedback form po ba? The
Yes.
feedback
Oo,
form.
Mommy. Oo.
On the count of 10. So if you haven't answered the feedback form, please do so para makakuha kayo ng certificate. Tama po ba? Certificate of attendance for today's learning session and webinar and event. Okay. Thank you, Mommy Ruth, sa ating games. Bukod sa congrats sa lahat ng guessing game winners. Abangan ang announcement at instructions on how to claim your prizes sa Filipina Home-Based Moms Facebook page and group. So bukod sa games, nag-draw na rin tayo ng winners para sa raffle at may surprise giveaway tayo na mapapanood sa ating closing. Kung gusto ninyo maging updated sa Fhmoms Startup Month activities, ay mag-register lang sa screen natin. There you go!
At dahil dyan, Mommy Bonnie, i-close na natin. 10 seconds is finished na po. I-close na natin ang feedback form. Ayan, tapos na po. Maraming salamat sa mga sumagot sa ating feedback form. Talagang aking tulong po ito para sa amin. And now, Mommy Bonnie, we will be raffling off. Actually, live natin siyang gagawin. Medyo struggle is real lang talaga. Dahil merong sariling controller itong aming
Mami, ayan na yung answer agad. Ayan na yung winner agad. We have a winner!
Oo. First winner natin, congratulations, Mami Karen Lozano. And then, Mami Bonnie, mag-raffle pa ako ng 3 pa. So, gagawin ko lang to ng mabilisan para dun sa lahat ng mga nag-register sa Startup Month. Yan. So, maraming salamat. You'll also receive the surprise gift pack. Ayan. Congratulations to you! Mami
Rina Jean Ombid. Ayan, congrats. You are our raffle winner.
Okay. Next one po tayo, third. Medyo mabagal lang siyang gumagalaw kasi congrats kasi we have around 1,800 plus na nag-register.
Wow. Ayan na ang ating winner. Congrats to Mommy Arceli Colleen Dalmasio.
Yay! And last one. Okay, ito na. Sino kaya? So, don't forget, mga momshies, i-announce namin, ipopost namin kung paano nyo po makiklaim ang yung prizes. At
congrats to our mommy winner, Mommy May and Sisa.
Yes, congratulations. Gusto po naming pasalamatan ang lahat ng aming giveaway sponsors, House Learning Online, Poodle and Cartidiem. Maraming salamat po. Yay! Grabe, na-enjoy ko to. Ang saya-saya, ang dami natin. Mami Bonnie! Ayan, syempre, bago natin basahin yung takeaways ng ating mga momshies tonight. Baka naman, meron po kayong gustong i-promote. Where can we find you? Your social media account para naman follow ka din namin. Ayan.
Thank you. Thank you, Mami Rufa. Nag-enjoy din ako dito sa ating pag-games. And thank you sa ating mga guest panels kanina. Thank you, MK, for inviting me. Maraming salamat muli sa ating mga partners, sponsors, panelists, and moderators. Especially our backstage admins and moderators, sila Mami Christine at yun, nandun sila. So before I say goodbye, please follow me on my social media accounts, Facebook and LinkedIn. Just search for my name, Bonnie Factor. And my Instagram is Bonnie_Factor. And my Twitter is Beige@Beige5511. Ayan. My company's Facebook page is Leading with Success on Facebook. Ayan!
Wow! Yay!
Thank you, Mami MK.
We will surely follow you. Pero syempre, before we end our live, Mami Bonnie, magbabasa tayo ng 4 na winner ng takeaways tonight. May prize din sila mula sa ating mga generous sponsors, ang House Learning Online, Happy Kaboodle, and Cartesia. So, can we read our first takeaway, Mami Bonnie? Pwede niyo po bang basahin ang ating first takeaway? Kanino kaya ito manggagaling? Ayan na!
Sureness, ito hinahanap ko na siya kung lalabas siya sa ating
lalabas na ba siya sa ating screen? Oo, parang nahihirapan yata yung ating moderator. Ang daming, kanina, nung after...
Takeaway kaya natin, Mommy Ruth, habang naghahanap ng takeaway, ang ating mga moderators. What is your mga takeaways mo from our tonight show?
Sige, bago yung takeaway mo, Mami Bonnie, kasi I'm sure we will definitely learn a lot from your learnings and from your takeaway. Sige, ako muna. So, ang 3 points yung naano ko eh. So, yung una is yung you have to know your team. Dapat you should know their skills and yung strengths and weaknesses ng bawat isa. Napaka-importante. Parang naisip ko before, ang galing ng mga founders kasi nagawa nyo lang mag-isa. Pero yun pala, no, parang there is a team behind successful founders. Grabe.
Yes.
Second ko naman is ito, enjoy na sabi ni Mommy Ginger. Kanina si Miss Kate yung nagsabi yung si Mommy Ginger naman yung sabi niya enjoy kasi parang naisip ko before parang kapag if you want to pursue something kailangan seryoso ka, kailangan focus ka ganun. Pero hindi pala, dapat mag-enjoy ka pa rin. And last one is do not be afraid to ask for help, sabi ni Mami Jocs. Kasi ako parang before, feeling ko kapag magtatanong ako, baka akalain nila wala akong alam ganyan. Pero hindi pala, ask and you shall receive.
Agree, ask and you shall receive. Ayan. Isa din yan sa mga winning winning beliefs ko yan in life.
Kayo, Mami Bonnie, ano po yung takeaway nyo tonight? And also, siguro parang we want to hear you rin yung parang message or tips nyo rin, especially dun sa mga aspiring na mag-put up ng kanilang startup.
I agree dun sa choose the right team. Dapat pare-parehas kayo ng values. Ayan. So, I will greet my co-founder sa Leading with Success, si Michelle Morales, and my team, si Randy Panganiban at si Erwin Ginto, and the rest of the Leading with Success team. Ayan. They just had a successful training run with a client. Ayan. Congratulations, team. At masipag talaga yung co-founder ko, no, si Michelle Morales. Ayan. I can really count on her. She's very reliable. Ayan. So, agree ako doon choose your team very well. The values that you guys have, and kasi diyan nagsisimula yung success nyo Paano kung magka-conflict kayo as a team? Paano ang gagawin nyo? So pinag-usapan na namin yun from the very beginning na yung relationships namin as a team comes first. And kung may conflict, pag-uusapan namin kung paano namin i-resolve yung conflict while taking the relationships of our team into consideration parati. Ayan. So, yun yung, agree ako sa'yo doon, yung number 1. Number 2, yung dun sa enjoy, agree din ako dyan. Kung meron kang problem na isosolve,
dapat talaga enjoy mo yan. That's why I'm in training. Kasi ito talaga, enjoy ko talaga to eh. Oo, ito talaga yung nagustuhan ko na events at kaya nga host ako ngayon, di ba? Dahil gusto ko yung dumaldal. Oo. So yun. So sa akin yung combination na yon, yung combo yan eh. Yung combination na yon na when I am teaching something, I am also learning and I'm also learning from my students. So that's why I'm in the training industry kasi enjoy ko talaga yung learning. Parang si Fhmoms, di ba? Learning din kayo eh. Learning, community din kayo. So it's the same with us. We're also a learning company. Ayan. And siguro, sa aking mga momshies, kung may pangarap ka talaga to be your own, to create your own company, don't be afraid to fail. Kasi yun yung alam ko na, sabi nga ni Mami Ginger, mitigate the risk, no? So, kung mag-fail ka, what's the worst that can happen? Yun yung kailangan mong isipin eh. What's the worst that can happen kung mag-fail ka? Kung ang sagot lang naman ay embarrassment, mag-go ka na, di ba? Pero kung kailangan mo talaga na pakainin yung family mo, yung, kunyari, I have a son, myself, I need to feed myself and my son, pay the bills.
Yes, Judith.
Yes, Judith, di ba? Si Judith pala, best friend natin, no? Kailangan mong i-compute, di ba? Kailangan mong i-compute. Ako kasi, I can live by a very minimum means. Parang nasanay na ako na I get to enjoy what I'm doing. And so therefore, because I get to enjoy what I'm doing, kino-compute ko, parang what is the minimum that I can live by within 1 month na I can comfortably live together with my son and pay si Judith. Ayan. So naka-incorporate yan sa monthly ko. And when I can pay all of those, the minimum that I can live with, then I can still enjoy my dream of in this business. Ayan. So, syempre isipin mo yung clients mo. Ayan. Profit first, mga momshies. Syempre, isipin mo muna yung sarili mo, di ba? Kasi hindi ka makakapagbigay sa team mo kung wala ka namang matitake home para sa sarili mo at sa family mo. Oo. So, yan eh, pag nag-overflow na yan para sa sarili mo at sa family mo, then now you can give to your team. Ganon din naman kami sa team. So, yung aming income generation, no? It's a win-win. Ayan. Yan ang always think win-win.
Parang naisip ko nga nung shinare, parang you cannot give what you don't have. So,
agree. Kakain ka muna. Oo. Kakain
yes.
muna ikaw at ang family mo. So, kailangan mo muna isipin yan parate. And then, always think win-win. May paraan naman eh. So, ako sinasabi ko yun talaga sa team ko. Team, kailangan ko muna mag-income generating. And they accept that. The team knows that.
Wow. Yay. Thank you, Ma'am Bonnie. Sa inyo pong... And now, I think we'll be reading yung takeaways. We'll be choosing 4. Ayan. So, first takeaway.
Sabi nga ni Mami Jaisel and Tadeo, my key takeaways for tonight's event is hindi hindrance ang pagiging mommy to bring up our desired business. Isipin din kung anong problems or personal problems na sa tingin natin na makaka-give din ng solutions to others. More power to us mga momshies, sabi ni Mami Jaisel and Tadeo. Congrats, Mami Jaisel.
Yay! Congrats! Okay, next takeaway tayo.
Sabi nga ni Momshi Bessie Erta, ang kanyang takeaways ay, sa pagbubukas ng isang business, madami talaga tayong kakaharapin ng mga challenges and hardships sa pagnenegosyo. Huwag lang tayong magsasawang sumubok ng mga bagong paraan para mapalago ang ating mga business at hindi masamang mag-approach sa iba dahil mas nagiging successful ang mga taong bukas sa karagdagang kaalaman kung paano pa mapapabuti ang kanilang mga negosyo. Ayan. Hashtag FHMOM Startup Month, hashtag Women Leaders, hashtag Momcon, hashtag Digital Entrepreneurship. Congrats!
Yes. Congrats! 2 more. Sino kaya ang mananalo? Ang dami ng mga natanggap natin tonight. Ayan, wow, maiksi lang. Sabi
Sabi
ni,
niyan,
ay, okay po. Ni Darling Nona Teves, Mami Bonnie, maiksi lang yung kanyang take away.
short and sweet. Don't
Short
be
and
afraid to ask help and seek guidance. Kaya nga nandyan ang FH Mom Startup Community at ang ating lahat ng event community partners.
Yay! Okay, our final takeaway. Ayan.
At ang ating final takeaway. Congrats, Mami Joy Agbayani Ramos. At ang kanyang takeaway is, know yourself well, know what works for you and your business. Oo, self-awareness talaga.
Yay! Congrats po sa mga winners natin muli. Maraming salamat po sa ating giveaway sponsors. Pwede ba nating i-flash? Mami Bonnie, very quick ko lang pong very quick ko pong ipopromote ang kanilang mga social media pages. We have like and follow po ang House Learning Online, houselearning.com and at House Learning Online sa Facebook and also sa itong kanilang social media accounts. Ayan. And then we also have, meron din tayo mula kay Happy Kaboodle. Like and follow lang po at Happy Kaboodle and sa Lazada, lazada.com.ph/shop/happy-kaboodle. Yay! Maraming salamat po mga mamshis sa pagtutok sa amin. Thank you very much, Mami Bonnie.
Thank you, Mami Ruth and FH Moms Community at sa ating mga event community partners.
Maraming salamat po. At syempre, next week, tutok lang po kayo dahil magsisimula na po ang ating Mamathon. Ayan. So, see you all on October 22 to 24. Pero on October 24, naka-live po yan. At makikilala natin yung mga different teams.
Wow.
Startup teams. Yes. Oo,
Wow.
Meron silang mentors and at the same time may mga judges din po tayo kung sino ang mapapanalo ng 10,000 pesos for the winning. Yan. Yay! Mami Bonnie, baka po meron po kayong events na gusto nyo pong i-promote? Future events, upcoming events po, bago po tayo magpaalam sa mga pamshies natin.
We are included sa Startup Week ng Kubo pa din, and DTI and and DOST and DICT, the Startup Month next month, no, so November. I'll be hosting a community event ulit, no, so it's Women in PropTech, Property Technology, no? So real estate naman. Ayan. Yun lang naman sa Startup Week to follow. And for any HR managers out there, HR heads, if you need training needs, please do contact us with Leading with Success.
Ayan, Leading with Success. Follow niyo po yan sa Facebook. That is the startup company ni Mami Bonnie Factor. Muli ako po si Ruth Valera. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mami Ruth. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Ingat po. Bye.
Have a great weekend.
We are pleased to see that despite the COVID-19 pandemic, we can still come together, even virtually, as one community.
This event, which we started last year, is not just a showcase of Filipino startups and startup enablers, but this is also a showcase of what the startup community can do.
This conference aims to provide an avenue where startups can share experiences, connect, collaborate, and gain exposure for their respective ventures.
Each year, it gives me confidence that our startups will break through and overcome the gaps in our ecosystem. The world is changing, and Philippine startups are showing us the way.
We have invited distinguished speakers from all over the country who will be sharing valuable experience and information on their journey to grow their startups.
There is no better way through any crisis but together. By collaborating to survive, to innovate, to adapt.
guys, my name is Ace Gapuz and I'm the founder of local startup Blogapalooza. Today, I will be your key respondent and I wanted to talk to you guys about startups. So, there's been a lot of interest about startup recently, especially with all the conversations around blockchain, cryptocurrency, sharing economy, and all these other cryptic buzzwords. But what the heck is a startup and how is it different from a regular business? Today, I went out on the streets to do a little investigating and ask random strangers about their thoughts on startups. Tara! Hi, friend! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Di ba organization?
Organization daw. Hello! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Startups, hindi ba yun yung parang business na nagsa-start pa lang, kaya startup, di ba?
In fairness, startup, starting business. Hello! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Wait lang. Yung ba yung parang mga tech companies na gano'n? Yung mga katulad ng Facebook or mga ano pa? Hindi ko talaga.
Iba talaga sumagot ang bagets. Laging may case study. In fairness, ha? Unfortunately, marami pa rin talagang misconceptions about startups. To summarize, a startup is a business that looks into an old problem and solves it in a new way. And because the solution is new, it needs to be tested. First, involves technology, an app, a website, software, or hardware. Second, it is scalable. It is able to be reproduced at a very fast rate. Third, it challenges the norm and probably would change the way that we live life and do things.
Cleaning Lady is a startup that provides professional, caring, and warm cleaning services to condominium dwellers. So what we do is we empower women from underprivileged communities to be part of Cleaning Lady. So we have them trained under a TESDA certified agency, and then we deploy them to our clients.
So we started this journey back in 2016, pero actually friends kami ni Fran back in college.
During the first few months of our operations, we just started with just a Facebook page, and then eventually, tsaka kami nagkaroon ng website. Actually, kaya namin tinayo yung Cleaning Lady is because we really want to empower women, especially yung mothers who are from underprivileged communities.
Chatbot PH is the biggest and the first chatbot development agency in the Philippines. Because it's like, what we do is we create chatbots for businesses, whether they're enterprise or they're an SME. So what we did really to start out the whole little process was when we created a prototype, not using any tech, because we didn't know how to make any chatbots at the same time. What we did was we created a presentation using Canva in order to get that done, and then we validated by pitching it to brands. For our first year, really, we didn't spend any money on marketing. And somehow, some way, people just found us. Kubo was a big boon for us because it just allowed us to work at a lot of what we do without needing to pay anything. And we're surrounded with like-minded individuals and the right ecosystem, the support that open up just so many doors for us.
Antipara Exploration is an automated underwater mapping and analysis service. We help our clients understand and map out their underwater assets. We use cameras and sonar to scan and create 3D underwater maps. These underwater maps can be used by our clients to count, let's say, how many clams that they have in their sea ranch, or to monitor coral bleaching and other diseases underwater. We started out as a research group, and we were very, very focused with our technology. But during our startup journey, we realized that it's not about the high-tech solutions. It's more about helping our clients by solving the problem, even if it means using the most basic of things.
O diba, startups are not just all about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Siyempre, hirap intindihin ng mga yon, diba?
Ain't nobody got time for that!
In fact, some of the most amazing startups come from simple beginnings. But with the government really supporting the local startup scene now, in fact, there are places like Kubo that incubates startups. There's also DOST that grants funding to the most promising founders and their ideas. Hindi na ganun kahirap mag-start ng startup. You can actually do it. If you're really interested in learning how to move your ideas forward, you can go to Kubo's Basics Workshop. In the meantime, I encourage you all to think about how you can change the world with your good ideas.